down the torch quietly amongst ourselves.
Please get up.
Michelle, you made a great movie here, The We and the I. What made you decide to focus it on a bus?
Well, I find that the bus was a perfect place to show a group of kids and how they would behave differently when they are all together and then when they are separated in smaller groups. And then as they go off the bus, their relationship tends to become more real, on the emotion, on the what they talk about become more interesting and elevated.
You're just dead in the face. You're not worried about anything.
Just tone it down a little bit.
No.
How accurate was the two of you guys' relationship in the movie? Because you guys are obviously friends in real life.
It was accurate, but a lot of things were amplified.
So is she or isn't she not that difficult when it comes to picking out who's coming to her parties?
Oh no, she's not crazy. No. She's not like a psycho that much all the time.
No.
This is like the anti-traditional Sweet 16, girl. She's totally freaking out, and she has all these issues. And her best friend is kind of like, codependent, not wanting to focus on herself. So she puts all her energy into focusing on her anxieties.
Yeah,
and
almost like a
16,
private caretaker.
Yeah.
You belong in the back of the bus with the rest of the apes from Africa.
Oh. Miss, you forgot something.
I was wondering, like, what did you do previously in the movie, your character do, that you just have free range to break people's guitar and like...
that's just my personality in the movie. Like Michelle, he was taking time to like study us and stuff, so like we was in a group, and then like when we first met each other, you know how we got our cliques in the movie? That's how we had our cliques when we first met each other. So in the movie, right, that's like, it was like right from the beginning. So then while doing the workshops and stuff, he was taking all the cliques and then mixing and matching. And then he saw, I get along with everybody, I mess around with everybody. I got that playful, sarcastic personality. So I could take that personality and use it to be a jerk and a bully and all that.
The whole thing, man, just being a bully, it's like, it was crazy. His interpretations of bullying, it was real. You know what I'm saying? Like, bullies don't just, take your book bag and throw it. No, a bully would slap you, show all his friends that he slapped you, and laugh about it. So I'm like, yo, this is like real bullying right here. Like, picking up two little kids and...
That was so crazy, yo. That was one of the craziest parts. I couldn't imagine being just strung up on a pole. Like, I don't catch the bus. And for that reason. Right?
Oh, it's you. You lost your hair? Who was that? Who's you?
How was it playing yourself?
Well, for me, I wasn't actually playing myself. I was playing my best friend. But it was still pretty intense because I know her story and I know it's not like the happiest of all stories. So it was definitely hard. But then again, it was relatable. Even though it wasn't my story, it was something I definitely experienced, being isolated from the main group of people, being teased. Definitely been through all that.
Now, did you feel like you played multiple characters? Because your character changes throughout the movie. It's like Shrek when they say he has layers. Your character definitely had layers.
So that's how she peeled the whole, she did a whole bunch off of me. So like, for me to just, transition from being, one way to another to being the real me at the end. It was just, I'm not gonna say it was easy because it really wasn't. It's a lot that goes into, portraying yourself as a different person apart from how you started in the beginning to how it ends. And,
pieces, especially pieces of yourself, and when you're allowed to improv too. Then it's like, okay, what am I gonna bring into myself? What am I not gonna bring into myself? I was talking to Michelle, he told me that scene, because your scene popped out to me, I'm like, oh. And at first I was like, okay, well, I'm listening to this, then I had to, my attention was drawn. That was a real scene. Like, what was it like to put your life on there right now? Because that scene was powerful.
In the beginning, I didn't want to do it. I was like, oh, why do I have to say all this? And it wasn't in the script, it was just like a conversation. The person that was in the movie was my ex-boyfriend, and he just wanted to keep talking, and I'm like, stop, I don't want to. Like, and Michelle came with the camera, and he's like, and I'm like, no, he's coming, he's gonna end up wanting to put this in the film, I don't want this. But then I finally just let loose, and I just got everything, and it was more like a release. So I seen it more as therapy. So when he came to me afterwards and he was like, I really want to put this in the film, you kind of changed the whole dynamic. I was nervous about it, but then it was more like, somebody could relate to this. Whether you're gay, straight, anything, somebody has been through a heartbreak, somebody has been hurt. So I seen it more as somebody's gonna see this and be like, wow, now I know that I'm not the only one going through this. So that's why I really did appreciate that he's seen something in that scene to want to put it in the film.
Yeah, it was a very powerful scene.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, what about that? How'd you get involved with the movie, Jillian?
Well, me and Brandon, we both went to high school with each other, and I became a part of this program called Go Girls, which is a non-profit organization under Bronx State Services. And a part of being a part of that program, you have the chance of becoming in the theater program. And what we would do, Brandon, I brought him as a friend, and we would do like scenes in the public on real life issues, whether it's LGBTQ, whether it's domestic violence, rape, anything. So we always went out in the community and just did shows, and we had a few like performances at the Point. And they contacted Go Girls and was like, hey, Michelle Gondry is just looking for non-professionals, and send a few kids over, whoever's interested. And from then on, we went there and we stood.
You act like a dick for the entire year. You treat everyone on this bus like shit, and now I'm next in line to be your new best friend.
Take this. It's my number.
How was it working on this film? You guys seem like you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we definitely did have a lot of fun. It was, like the movie, the duration for the movie to come out, and all this time it took was like about 4 or 5 years, because we started the project like around when I was 16. Right now I'm 21. Today's my birthday too. So
Happy birthday.
Like, thanks a lot. So like right now it's like we're seeing the main, like it's done now. So now we're seeing the attention it's supposed to get.
Was it difficult for you to sit there the whole time? Because you have a very, very big part in the movie, but it's a small part at the same time. Was it difficult for you to sit there through all that and just be in the background and be in the background and be in the background?
Sometimes there was, those points where it's kind of like I wanted to just, say something. I wanted to get my characters to my part where I get to say what I gotta say. But I mean, like, it wasn't really that hard. It was just like. Mostly it was just sitting there, just make sure that I stay in character, because sometimes I may not be like talking, but the camera, you may never know, like it could come to you.
Yeah.
You may never know if you're gonna be on the camera. You gotta like act a certain way. So it wasn't tough, but at the same time I had to stay in a particular mentality to keep it, to keep character.